Hello, Kingsway family. This is the third installment of our Kingsway Read series on Tedd Tripp's Shepherding the Child's Heart. It is an amazing book that I used many, many years ago. I am at a different life season than Miss Desiree and Mr. Judd. My adult children, I'm an empty nester now, are 24, 25, 31, and 33. But I want you to know that these were the very principles that the Lord led me to. After I had become really focused on the outward behavior of my children, believing that that was the most important thing that I could do, was to have them obey. And again, to be able to obey God, they have to obey their parents. And so I started with that, and I believe that that was an important thing. But then I soon realized that I was missing something. And it was not only through reading this book, but also just in watching my children grow, that I started to really realize that I was missing something, and I was missing their heart. And I had a wise person also explain to me that I needed to discipline for attitude. And that is the key here. We can help our kids to be obedient on the outside, but we produce rebels. We produce kids that will do the right thing to avoid punishment, but not necessarily train their hearts to follow God's will for their life. So I think it's very important that we think about what are the things that we want them to obey in. Absolutely. There are absolutes that we want them to follow as a family, and those are all decisions that we as parents make. At Kingsway, we, of course, talk about our knights being respectful, responsible, and engaged. Those are very important things for us to obey. But ultimately, we can have that outward behavior, but if we do not have the inward behavior, we are missing the point of Jesus. We need Jesus because we are sinners, and we have the opportunity to help ourselves and our children to move towards forgiveness. That forgiveness starts with our heart, and as Tedd Tripp would say, that is the root, and that the behaviors are the fruit. So when we see our children disobeying, doing things they shouldn't, maybe doing the outward behavior, but you can just tell that something's not quite right on the inside, we can stop and ask, what is this behavior telling us? And how can we talk with our students, our children, about what it is that it means to follow Jesus, what it means to be more like him. And that's an important part of us bringing them up in the fear of the Lord. I hope this has been encouraging, and I look forward to hearing Pastor Paris's last installation in our Kingsway Read series next week. Looking forward to seeing you on campus soon. Bye-bye.